Go for it.
So, we've been getting this M unit blue, and I am rubbish with wires. So, I've got my pal Kurt, who's standing behind the camera at the moment.
Hi.
Meekly saying hi. So we're rocking. This is such an amazing bit of kit. So it's configured so that I don't know if you can see that on my phone. So as soon as I start the phone up, can you see it blinking away? The old M unit's just started up. So we know that they're working. I've already configured it to the phone, so I haven't got to go through all of that stuff. So when I turn it on, we've got all these settings that we can go through. If I go through settings, I can change the tail light, which we had a little bit of fettling to do because we couldn't make the tail light work. I didn't realise there was such a difference between LED tail light and LED tail light bar. So we need it on tail light. We've got that going on. We can adjust the indicators. I call them blinkers. We can change the alarm. So we've got the alarm sorted. So now as soon as I walk away with my phone, this is going to activate itself. And all this other stuff. It's just fucking amazing. But so everything's wired up now. So we're all working. I don't need the ignition key.
That is actually disconnected.
The ignition key is actually disconnected. Don't need that bad boy anymore. Excuse the mess of the shed, by the way. We've been ripping wires out all over the place.
And the mess of all the wiring.
And the mess of all the wiring, but they will be tidied up. So, if we go... Now, the ignition, we haven't got a petrol tank on, so you're not going to get any ignition. But if we turn the ignition on, that's the wires racing around saying that we're armed. I haven't got a horn on, but I have got some headlights. I don't know if you can see the headlights. And okay, that's awesome. So look at the switch. So we can just keep that on. That's just one button. We can either flash like that when we flash people, or we can keep it pressed in, and there's our high beam. At the same time, if we look down the back of the bike, we've got our tail light on, and we've also got our brake light. And while we're down the back of the bike, we've got the indicators.
I need to put the earth on.
Let's put the earth on for the indicators. Is that on?
Yep.
So there's our left indicator.
And the right indicator isn't wired in this side yet.
Okay.
But we do have.
We do have the right indicator and the left indicator there. And if you look at the switch, if we hold both them buttons in together, how do we do it? Like that. And we got hazard lights. So let's turn them bad boys off. I will have the horn on. Literally.
Hold the lights in.
To hold it in to turn it off. That's lights off. And then literally all you've got to do, if you watch the indicators, if Kaylee can go for a walk with my phone.
We can actually watch it on the M unit and watch what it does.
The M unit. So Kaylee's walked away with the phone. So now it's out of range. Or when it's out of range, that alarm should set itself. Although I
think the ignition is on.
Is the ignition on? Okay.
Turn the ignition off, so double click that.
Okay, that's the ignition off. Out. Headlights of, I don't know if you noticed the indicators. Did you see the indicators?
Yeah, got that flashing on it.
Okay, so have a watch here. So if Kaylee, if you can walk back, watch these front indicators. As soon as Kaylee gets back into range, that alarm will come off. Those indicators. And she's ready to go. I can literally, as soon as I start the ignition, there we go. And she's off again. And there's the alarm. All we've got to do now is some tidying up.
Lots of.